talk about the most beautiful opera house in Germany. Opera houses in Germany are almost impossible to miss. Every one of the 83 opera houses in the country is owned by the state and puts on a full season. By contrast, in the USA, the Metropolitan is the only house with a full 52-week season. Tickets at German theaters are a steal compared to American and British ones, and almost all houses have regular programs for children. So family outings are both enjoyable and affordable. If a big night out is on the agenda, here are 11 places that will deliver in spades. 1. Bayerisches Staatsoper, Munich. Nearly destroyed by Allied bombs in 1943, the Bayerische Staatsoper reopened in 1963 with its famous 8-column portico, ready to receive the great and the good again. For most of its life, the Staatsoper has been a major stop on the opera circuit. All the best singers sing there, and it has been home to many important premieres. Though tickets can exceed €250, it is possible to get standing tickets for €4 or student seats for €10. 2. Komisches Oper Berlin. Germany has a strong tradition of operetta, lighter, funnier shows like Gilbert and Sullivan, as well as the more serious opera, and the Komisches Oper Berlin gleefully mixes the genres. Operetta is its own special art form, a sort of halfway house between opera and musicals. Most of the text is in German, but subtitles are projected so that speakers of other languages can enjoy the jokes too. 3. Deutsche Staatsoper Berlin. The Staatsoper has functioned as the official court opera for Prussian royalty since 1741 and has, in the intervening years, had just 19 music directors, the current director being Daniel Barenboim. In addition to grand opening night galas and season premieres, the Staatsoper offers family tours, workshops, and special shows designed for children. Grown-ups can also join one of the special backstage tours or lectures. 4. Semperoper. Dresden's legendary Semper Opera House has not had an easy life. It was burned down in 1869, destroyed by bombers in 1945, and badly damaged by floods in 2002. The building, with its rich Renaissance stucco, was designed originally by Gottfried Semper. It took 40 years for the opera house to reopen after World War II. Outside of Berlin, and in many minds, including Berlin, the Semperoper is the place for star-studded opera in the eastern part of Germany. 5. Oper Calm. Mired in a never-ending renovation nightmare that will soon put the Elbphilharmonie and Berlin Airport projects to shame, Oper Köln has had to get creative venue-wise. Their second temporary home, in the repurposed Stadtschloss across the river in Deutz, is not ideal, but the company is going to great lengths to use the limits of the venues to create interesting and modern productions. Tickets are reasonably priced, and as with all houses in Germany, standing tickets and returns are cheaper still. 6. Oper Frankfurt. Whether you're in town for business or pleasure, a visit to the Oper Frankfurt will be a highlight of your visit. A painting by Marc Chagall hangs in the foyer, and many of Europe's leading singers sing here. In addition to opera and ballet, Frankfurt Oper offers a recital series giving an increasingly rare opportunity to hear singers alone on stage with just a piano. It's the musical equivalent of a tightrope walk over Niagara Falls. 7. Alto Theater, Essen. Easily the best opera house in North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany's most populous state, the Alto Theater Essen is about an hour's train ride from Cologne. With a signature indigo carpet and a modern asymmetrical design, the Alto Theater produces nearly 20 operas from late September to June, often in modern productions, and a strong young singers program means a first glimpse of the stars of tomorrow. 8. Bayreuth Festspielhaus. The Richard Wagner Festival Theater in Bayreuth is one of Germany's most famous opera houses and was built by one of its most famous, or infamous, composers as a shrine to himself, or at least to his particular vision of how his work should be performed. Having rich friends is a wonderful thing, and in 1876, his theater opened on top of Green Hill in an architectural style that combines classical Greek and medieval German styles. Tickets are enormously difficult to come by and ruinously expensive. Seats are desperately uncomfortable, and performances are between 3 and 7 hours long. Still, if there's a ticket to be had, Attending a performance here is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that should not be turned down. 9. Margrevel Opera House, Bayreuth. Still in possession of its original wood and canvas, the sumptuous Margrevel Opera House in Bayreuth is the only place left in the world where opera-goers can hear shows as they would have sounded in the 18th century. The Margrave was responsible for bringing Wagner to Bayreuth, for better or worse. The Opera House is currently being renovated, but visitors can still see parts of this UNESCO World Heritage Site while work is going on. 10. Festspielhaus Baden-Baden. Built in what was once Baden-Baden's neo-Renaissance train station, the Baden-Baden Festival Theater, Germany's largest, is the home of grand opera from a bygone age. The town was for hundreds of years the place where the super-rich went to take the waters, eat sinful amounts of food, and roll on out to the opera. The creme de la creme of performers come here to continue the tradition in a series of holiday festivals. Despite the glamour, it is possible to get a decent ticket for 22 euros. 11. Staatstheater Kassel. Smack dab in the middle of Germany, the city of Kassel has had an opera theater of some sort since the first decade of the 17th century, which is more or less when opera was invented as an art form. This now medium to small city has also had an orchestra for nearly 520 years. The current opera house was opened in 1959 after the old building was damaged in the war. The theater presents around 30 shows per season, which means there's something on nearly every day. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go.